I'm Janina Gavankar, and I'm playing a half-elf, rogue, Tomb Raider, bad bitch named Mumee.
Hi, Janina.
Hi, Deborah.
Welcome to Relics and Rarities.
This is so beautiful.
It's really fun. I like the idea that we can appreciate the kind of tacky and bizarre. Right?
I can't believe this all came out of your head and that you're this tacky on the inside of your brain. I had no idea. I've known you for a while.
Yes.
No idea.
The inside of my brain is your grandmother's attic. That's what it is. But anyways, yes, welcome. You're going to play some D&D with us today.
I am, yes.
And you were bringing Mumee, which is a character I've played with you, or you've played with me before.
Yes.
So yes, who is Mumee?
Well, Mumee is half-elf, and she has an interesting life. It hasn't been an easy one.
Right.
She grew up as a street urchin. She had it pretty rough, but she was taken under the wing of some rough types. You know, they taught her how to pick locks and survive the streets.
Useful skills.
Yeah, very useful skills. And then at some point in her teenage years, she got she started realizing that she might be of fancy family.
Ooh.
And started looking into it and started, traveling and asking questions and realized that she is of noble blood.
Whoa.
So it's very difficult for her, she identifies as a street kid. And she's pretty tough, she's got some scars, emotional and otherwise. And she's kind of turned her back on being a royal. I think she sees royalty as a weakness at this point because she thinks about her life, what it could have been like if she was born and raised in a castle, and she would have been much less capable of survival than she is right now. Now, sometimes she likes letting people know. Sometimes she's like, I am a princess. But I will build a shiv and hit you a few times in the ribs if you mess with me too much. So she's a little she's tough.
Well, so considering Veros is royal as well, does that how does that?
You know what I have to say about Veros?
Yeah, what do you have to say about Veros? Eye roll.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see you two interact and what comes from that.
Because he loves being him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Mumee sees people like this as a detriment to themselves. So,
But he also had everything that you could have had.
Sure, that's definitely doesn't feel great. but she considers herself stronger.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about D&D. So
Okay.
you started playing a few years ago with me.
Because
I made you.
Yeah, you made. Okay, so here's the real truth. So I didn't have enough friends to play Dungeons and Dragons growing up. I was
Hey, same story.
well, certainly I was nerdy, but I was a classical musician kid, and I just practiced a lot, and it was a very sort of I didn't think it was lonely because I was very passionate about the music, but I really wanted to play, and just nobody invited me. So I've always wanted to. And then when we did True Blood, you said that you played, and I was just like, oh, what? Oh, baby want to be friends. You never should invite me to play. And then you did, and our group is so badass.
You're the best group, and includes Tommy and Julie.
Exactly,
We've all played together.
who everybody here already knows is so special and so fun, and it's a really vibrant group, and we have a lot of magic.
So before you started playing, and you just were you just wanted to play, why was that? What about the sort of impression you had of the game made you want to play?
Well, it seemed, I was definitely a kid with an imagination, and many of the books that I liked were fantasy or sci-fi or anything like that. And, I didn't even really have nerdy friends. I really don't know how did I have
friends
any
now?
friends? I sure. Now,
You sure do.
Listen, we own shit. We run shit. Nerds have inherited the earth. Geeks have inherited the earth.
Yeah.
It's all so good now Truly.
Maybe it's not the meek shall inherit
Correct.
the earth.
The
It's the
geek
geek shall
have
inherit the earth.
inherited the earth. Correct. And it's such a dope time to
Yeah.
be, of that ilk because we're just like surrounded by badasses now.
What's your favorite part of the game?
Making decisions together. So in most things in life, I'm always attracted to collaboration. So it's just the meeting of a bunch of different minds and how we all attack a scenario. You also know I'm obsessed with escape rooms. So
This is just an escape room
you
in
just
your mind.
laughed, yeah. I still have to take you to one. Damn it. Anyway, but yeah, it is like that. It's watching people that you love and respect think of really creative ways to solve a problem, and because it's not the real world in any way, anything is possible.
And it's okay to fail.
It's
like
okay
it's
to fail.
even fun to fail.
And that's one of my favorite things about the way that you run things because you love when people fail.
It's the best storyline.
Yes.
People almost die. That's when like your heart starts pounding.
Yes, like the real stakes,
Yeah.
and watching the way that you handle decisions that you never saw coming.
Especially with you guys, because you guys made some incredible decisions.
Pretty wild group. Yeah, we are pretty ruthless, but that is the kind of stuff that I love, and that I don't know any other place you can really do that unless you're in a writer's room together with somebody, but that's so rare.
But you don't get to like enact it yourself. You sort of
Yes.
pass it on to someone else, and this is like this in this moment. Because that's one of my favorite things as well. Is like writing a campaign or writing, because all of these are just problems. It's just obstacles that get thrown at your players. And the fun thing is watching each new group of players solve the problem completely differently, but effectively.
Yes.
And we were just talking before that like anytime I have a problem, I'm like, if I threw this at a Dungeons and Dragons group, they'd figure it out.
Easy.
Yeah.
DARPA, please. Yeah. It's pretty incredible. I have to say one thing, and that is, since knowing you and knowing what D&D is to you and what it's become to you has been really special to watch. And you don't have to use this. It's fine. It's
We're
totally
just
up to you.
talking because we love each other.
Yes, but the truth is, this is such a special place for you, and you've protected it, and you've kept it such an authentic love for yourself, and watching you have the courage to share it with people is really special.
It's been great. I mean, I started small and I shared it with my closest and best friends, and that was like everything positive and warm and gooey under the sun. And this is like the next step. And I'm glad that I can still bring all you guys along with me, and we can like take that warm, fuzzy, joyful game that we play and like show it to others.
This room is so stunning.
Right?
I lost my shit.
my God.
I walked on here and I was like, I don't understand what I'm experiencing. Just, it's really special.
What I love what you said too is like it's feminine, which I think is kind of great, because this is a game that like oftentimes can feel sort of dominated by male,
Energy.
ideas of combat and energy and stuff like that, and that was because that's sort of the origins of it. But I love that this game is so open and inclusive that like it's so easy like that to just bring in other points of view.
Yes, and also the fact that, the thing that's really exciting about anybody who is of our generation that's now becoming a parent and maybe had this in their childhood, they can experience it with their children. I mean, even in our group, we have a father and son.
Yeah.
That's an incredibly potent duo. And also, as the generations go by, the concept of gender and like all of these things are just, nobody cares anymore. It's like not an issue.
Yeah.
So to walk into a set like this, run by you, it's dope. I'm so in, man. I'm ready to play.
All right, let's play.
Okay.